Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good girl. As y'all can see, right up, the Yule Festival is currently available. Let us go ahead and get that started. It's been going on for probably close to a week now. It continues on until January 7th, so you've got plenty of time to get in here and get your Yule stuff done. The Yule Fest, really, it's one of my favorites. I always love the Yule Fest. I always love the Summer Fest and all the ones with the fishing. Those are a lot of fun. But just for the festivities themselves, I always enjoy the Yule Fest. The others, it's fun just to turn off your brain and fling that fishing rod. But this one here is the one that I enjoy because of the story behind it. So we've got Yule Festival is here. The Yule Festival is a time of celebration and merriment. Come and join the festivities in Frost Bluff and drink, eat, and be merry. Happy Yule. We'll go ahead and accept that. We will now advance it. Visit the delightful land of Frost Bluff where all things winter and all things special are happening. Come quickly. Finish that, and as you see, we should have received, along with any experience, we've still got the Stone of the Tortoise on. As you see, we have received the map to Winterhome. That'll take us over there to Frost Bluff. So we will be doing that in a little while and working through our Yule festivities. I know I've done them on Gnarlo and recorded them. I've done most of them here on Narwhal and recorded them as well. In fact, that was the first and possibly only festival I've actually recorded on her due to various problems with time limitations at the time. But we are going to continue on. When we left off, we were over here, and we were going to go search for Violet. Violet was in peril, and we were going to be defeating brigands. So let's go ahead and pull up the history of both of those. And I remember we said we were going to bringing in Bobo as well, because it had been a while since we'd used Bobo. Or Stax, that was the one, yes. We had forgotten Stax's name, so we promised Stax we would take her on this coming adventure. Let us go ahead and look at Violet in Peril. So we've got to go to the ruffian camp. Ah, I see it now. That hobbit lass Violet probably went off to see those ruffians on her own. I never thought to warn her properly what might happen. I just figured she'd have the hobbit sense to head back to Stock with the news so that Matt Harfoot and maybe the Bounders could do something about them. The camp of strangers, brigands and thieves most likely, is not far to the west of here, ford the stream at the head of the waterfall. It's no good waiting for the sheriffs to do something now. You'd best hurry out there and look around. I only hope she hasn't been harmed. Alright, so that's Violet in Peril. And it is a bunch of stuff. Scouting the ruffians. There's a bunch of stuff going on here, as you see. The ruffians that have come into town, come into the Shire, and starting to creep into the edges here. As we all know, pretty soon they will no longer be creeping. Won't be long before they've essentially taken over the Shire in the name of Sharky. Ah, good cup of coffee. Rousting ruffians. These strangers are a real problem hereabouts. I'm pretty sure they've been stealing food from the local farms, and it's just a matter of time before they cause worse trouble than that. That girl Violet probably went that way and found trouble, so I think you should deal with those ruffians. Maybe they'll take the hint and move back to wherever it is they came from. The ruffians, brigands like as not, are camped not far west of here. Their camp is on the heights of Narrowcleave, south past a waterfall. It looks dangerous, but you can ford the stream just before the cascade goes over the cliff. Alright, so we will take that. Those are the two that we have over here to go and see in the ruffian camp. So we are going to head back that way. We are actually going to take the drive. We know how he feels, how Farmer Maggot feels about people traipsing across his mushroom fields. So we will avoid that. Although I gotta say, Farmer Maggot, you got all these fields. Look at all these mushrooms. My God, look at all these mushrooms. Marish is full of them. It truly, truly is. I hope everyone's been having a good time. As we said, the Yule Fest here continues until January 7th. So you should have plenty of time to get done what you need done, any of the stuff. I haven't even been over there yet, other than to log in quite briefly with Gnarlo and with Glennoran. But as I said, my wife is doing a lot better. We're going back to the doctors today and taking a look. She's going to have that leg examined. Hopefully, things are continuing well. She's got a gigantic hematoma on it, though. Pretty much have determined that whenever she got flung out of the car and the car rolled over, it pretty much rolled across her legs, with the right one, her right leg, taking the brunt of the force. Is this the one that's the most scarred up and bruised up, and the one that is swollen the most? So it's one of those things where it's a good thing being a nurse and a bad thing being a nurse in this instance. It's a good thing being a nurse in that I can sit there and I can use my skills, check her circulation, check her sensation. You know, I'm checking the pulses, making sure I know how to do neuro checks, making sure everything's going all right with her and all that kind of stuff. So it helps put my mind at ease. But it's a bad thing being a nurse in that festival grounds. Festival grounds? Oh, I guess that up there counts as part of the festival grounds now, doesn't it? The mushroom farm up there that you go during the harvest festival. Didn't know it actually popped up as festival grounds now. But it's a bad thing being a nurse in that you're always wondering, oh, what if I miss something? What if I miss something? You know, what'll happen if I miss something? So you're doubly vigilant, wearing her out, wearing me out, trying to be diligent and say, no, honey, I'm just checking your pulses again for the 4th time this hour. No, there's nothing to worry about or anything. You know, I'm okay. This is Woodhall, the little town of Woodhall. We hadn't actually been here before. You got the quest right outside the gate here, which is the bounder. You've got the quest right down here, Postman's Spinner, where he's trying to get you working on the post. Looks like a post from the grocer, a low-level quest. What was it? It's also Join the Bounders. And there's another one, I guess, as you leave town. And what is the one up this way as you're leaving town? Is it another Join the Bounders? It's another Join the Bounders. So here in Woodhall, there is plenty of opportunity for you to come around and join the Bounders. 3 of the quest rings we see are for the Bounders. And isn't there wasn't there a inn here, but it's not one that you can actually go to, you know? You can't actually enter this one. But I'm wanting to say this is an inn for some reason. Maybe not. But yeah, you drive her crazy. Goodness, I've not eaten since 11's. You drive her a little crazy, and you try to make sure you're not scaring her with all the checking you're doing, but that's the other downside of being the nurse, is that you sit there and the whole time you're also worried about, not only you worried about missing something, because you're also worried about the fact that you know just how bad it could have been and how badly she could have been messed up. So it's frustrating time. Hopefully everything will go well with the doctors today, though, and I can worry a little bit less. Now, let's take a look at the map here. I'll show you exactly where we are, just up from Woodhall and the Green Hill country, and we are crossing, as you see, the waterfall right here, and fixing to go all up in here into the brigands territory, what they've taken over the Shire so far. So I think we are going to see if we can use some of our skills here. Burning Embers? Yeah, let's try Burning Embers. See if we can pull him. Alright, looks like we'll take him on while they take on the poacher there. Okay, so we got 12, one of 12 brigands. Let's go for that one. Come on down, let me hit you with my stick. Remember, we're still trying to get all those hit you with a stick requirements done, too. No big hurry to do these. There are so many brigands. So many brigands down here in this camp, especially when we get down to where Violet is being held. It's not going to take a whole lot of work for us to take them out. Up the hill. I think there's 2 routes that you can take. There's the main route that goes up that way, but I'm wanting to say there's a second route. Yeah, there's like a back door right up yonder way. Let's see. Have they moved Violet? You see here are the poachers and everything. Is that Violet? Yep, there's Violet. Violet, if I remember, used to be down the hill. This went on for a ways. I'll show y'all. She used to be further back into the back section of the camp here. The narrow cleave. Violet Underhill is held prisoner in a cart here. I swear, if you go on through this little section, there's a thing that goes down the hill, and I swear she used to be at the bottom of the hill. I could just be remembering wrong. It could just be my general feeling about how things have just gotten a whole lot easier, you know, in particular in the game here. We've seen several locations. You know, we have seen several locations where it's a case where they have moved things around to move them closer to the front of dungeons and things like that. So it's not necessarily my paranoia speaking.
Goodness!
Why, you filthy! Oh, you're not one of the ruffians? Thank you for rescuing me. Please help me get out of here. I've had more than enough of this brigand hospitality.
All right, escort.
Thanks for freeing me. Now I'm getting out of here. Please help me escape.
You better go this way and not run down the hill. That's all I can say. Well, good. See, it was nice that we actually cleared out most of them as we went along. I'm going to go ahead and put a thing on that one, just in case we have to take him out. But as you see, they do have a quick respawn time. And like most hobbits, she'll even fight as well. There you go, get her on us. And I'm going to take that one out too. Let's go ahead and blast him. Or her, rather. The game does seem a little sexist in that most of the archers are always female. And the scouts and those kind of things. Not all, but most. Yeah, they seem to save the big, tough, dirty jobs for the men. Yep, close and personal. Although you saw Violet there, she was wailing away on them. And now we should have her out.
Thanks. I think I can get back on my own now. Please tell Matt I'm all right.
So we have rescued Violet. We have rousted the ruffians. Let us head on back to the Marish. And we will talk to Hammy and to Matt Harfoot. And we will see y'all when we arrive back over there at Bam Furlong. We have arrived back at the farm. We are going to come on over here. Talk to Maggot and to Hammy again. Let's see. Hammy, what have you got to tell us?
Good day.
Rousting ruffians. I wish the Bounders had more hobbits. This sort of thing wouldn't happen if the Shire was guarded better in the first place. Well, no matter. Here, please take these coins for your trouble. So we are getting some healing potions, some hard biscuits, and a gift matham. And 90 coins. I was going to say, what coins? All right, let's go ahead and finish those. Fantastic. Rousted the ruffians. What did Farmer Maggot have? Did he have a... his has joined the Bounders as well. Okay, so we need to talk to Matt Harfoot. And where is Matt Harfoot? He is in Stock, outside of the Golden Perch. So we will head back on over to Stock now. And let Matt Harfoot know that we have found Violet as well. So we will see you now when we arrive at Stock. While we are on our way back to Stock, I was pulling up the mail and everything. Let's look at deed bestowed. Brigand Slayer. Defeat brigands in the Shire. And it is 14 of 30. And it gives us SLOTRO points, gives us a title, the Bounder's Friend, and increases our rep, of course, with the Matham Society. So we are coming along quite well with that one as well. Just that little trip, and we're already halfway through the base level. Okay, so we are nearly back to Stock. You can see the little banners there at the Golden Perch as we pass by the Stock Tower. Such a beautiful night. Beautiful night. I bet it's chilly, much like it's cold here right now. I know for all the northerners and folks in Europe on the other side of the pond and all that, Mind Fiend wouldn't call it cold, but it is cold out there right now. For Georgia, if you consider the fact that 2 days ago I was walking around outside barefoot because it was like 60, 65, thinking the evenings it was getting up to 70 in the mid-afternoon. Well, right now out there it is right about 0 to 1 degrees. There's this light rain coming down, flakes of snow, and a little bit of sleet. And it's supposed to be that way all day today. We're supposed to have sleet and snow flurries. And once again, give us 3 or 4 days, and we'll be back to 70 degrees and walking around barefoot again. And people wonder why those of us here in Georgia have colds all the damn time. Let's talk to Matt. Violet in peril.
How do you do?
Oh, I'm so happy Violet is safe. I never would have sent her down to the Marish if I thought she'd go off on her own like that to face those ruffians. Well, it's thanks to your bravery that she's been freed and with no harm to her. Please accept the small reward for your great deed. Boy, the hobbits like feeding. I'm getting stuffed more here than I got stuffed over Thanksgiving and the Yule. Lesser celebrant salve, some roast pork, and another gift madam. All right, and I think his other one is...
Hello there.
Yep,
Might
his
I
other
speak
one
with you a
is
moment?
join the Bounders. Okay. Said at some point, I do want to go through all the quests and everything and all the different locations, but at some point we will have to actually make a hobbit and run him through the Shire on level to get all these hobbit quests, because I really don't. The Shire has got a bunch of quests. I'd have to take a look. I have to take a look sometime at what the statistics are. I'm willing to say 100 or 200 quests in the Shire if you count all the various parts and pieces. And I just don't want to do a bunch of 5th and 7th and 8th level quests, grade level quests. You know, we're wanting to try to do them on level, because if I do them like this, well, I might as well bring my dwarf over here and just breeze through them, you know? So in the meantime, let's get back to the quests that we were doing. We also had Old Forestry, where we have to go and talk to Gnarlo, Daedric, or Willimac over in Newbury. And we will head over that way now. And I will see y'all when we get back over. Well, actually, we won't even do that, because we are essentially at Newbury. Newbury is where you come in right past the gate there, I believe. And this way we can hear the wonderful I might actually. Postman Smallborough.
Can I take a moment of your time?
They are actually green. We may do the post quest, though. We may well do the post quest. And while we're doing the post quest, see if the pie quest are still green, too. That's what I was going to say. Hear the wonderful little flute song as you go across the Brandywine Bridge there, the King's Bridge. Okay. Here we are in Newbury. Here's Will Mack. Why don't we go ahead and talk to him? Let's look at the history of it first. Are you looking for work? Well, it's not much, but maybe you can do me a favor. I inquired about notes on the old forest from Farmer Maggot, and I still have not received them. Perhaps you'd be willing to go to his farm and ask him where they may be. You can find Maggot's farm, Bam Furlong, in the Marish. That's the green hill country in the Shire across the Brandywine River. Cross the Brandywine Bridge and turn south on the river road. His farm won't be far away. The Bucklebury Ferry would be closer, faster, but the bounders want no one using it for the moment. Farmer Maggot doesn't like trespassers, but he's a good enough sort when you get to know him. So that was Kellandine Brandybuck sending us over to Farmer Maggot, and we talked to Farmer Maggot, and he said that he had given the notes to Rollo, Dodrick, or Will Mack. So we are going to talk to Will Mack here. He's looking at his busted up wagon.
I'm sorry. My thoughts were elsewhere.
Farmer Maggot sent you. Just what I needed on top of all else that's happened. As if it were not enough that big folk took everything that we had to deliver, and that Rollo and Dodrick went off on their own.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
Excuse me, unwelcome strangers. Some man from around Bree came to Maggot's demanding food and got run off by the dogs. But as we, Rollo, Dodrick, and I, crossed the bridge, we were waylaid by big folk, just like him on the bridge. They made us take everything from our wagon and put it on theirs. Then they headed off east along the Great East Road, but not before giving a good licking to Master Maggot's own wagon. Now look at her, all in tatters. I know I was lucky to get away with my hide, but without that produce being delivered, my hide will be nothing, worth nothing after Maggot gets done with it. Dodrick and Rollo ran off after the wagon and found that the brigands' camp is between here and Adzo's camp on the north side of the road. I would appreciate it if you could get the produce back. We will do that. Collect Farmer Maggot's produce. That's easy enough. Here, I was thinking we were going to get sent back into the old forest, but nope. We are going after the brigands, and Lord knows there are plenty of brigands between here and Bree. This part has definitely been overrun as well. They talk about that Barliman Brandybuck, Barliman Butterbur. Barliman Butterbur talks about that quite a bit, where he talks about all the, when they're at the, when the hobbits are there in the Prancing Pony and discussing, and all the people are talking about all the unwelcome visitors from down south who've been moving up into the Breland area. And it's like, definitely some issues with some of them are true refugees. Some of them are true refugees and are just looking for a place to get away from all the dangers of the South and the war that's coming. But a good number of them are also the brigands and the ruffians who are either working for Saruman or perhaps for the Dunlendings. We've seen how untrustworthy they have been so far. Or else they are, just your general untrustworthy, unnice sort who are looking to get a little sport and a little loot from everything. Alright, we are almost halfway between Buckland and Adzos there on the map. So we should be finding... Let's leave the road and actually get over here and get closer to where all the ruffian camps are. So we can look around and see if we can find where this wagon might be, as we weave our way through all the wolves and all as well. I'm thinking that may be it right there. Southern... Whoa, what did we just... A rabbit splinter tusk. Alright, let's hit it with the stick. There we go. Ooh, collected boar shanks. Where did that come from? A meal for men. Suitable boars and bears can be found north of Buckland, between the Brandy Hills and the borders of the Old Forest. Ella Lillipon waits in Newbury. Oh, okay, she was one of the three sitting there. I had forgotten all about the three of them having given us a quest. All right, we are finally getting into some semi-worthwhile opponents here. We've got a white one and a yellow one. Nice. Let's take you on. I think we can pull you over here. Get the sign of battle on you. Hit you with our stick. And there we go. Let's take on that poacher. And I gotta say, the archers are a lot like... Yeah, the archers are a lot like what we talked about, the birds and the bats. They're kind of overcon for what they are. Now, is this the one that we were looking for? Hello? Are you the cart I'm looking for? Nope, there's the produce. They actually kept the produce just inside, didn't they? Run up here where I can hit you with my stick. Okay, there's the produce. So they've actually unloaded it. Hit you with my stick. Set you on fire. There we go. Hit you with my stick. Getting a lot of stick hitting going on. I wonder how many of these produce we've got to actually gather up. Maybe all of them? Let's see. Ah, we only got to deliver one, huh? Only got to pick up one. Well, we can do that. Don't see anything else in the camp. So let's head on back now. So we need to take this back to Willimac. And we will do that. Just following back the way we are. You see on the map where we were, right there at the lowest part of where the hills jump down on the map there. Just below where it says Brandy Hills. So we will be back on the road and headed back to Buckland. And we will see y'all again very shortly. Let's see what Will Mack has to say about us bringing the produce back to him.
Oh, woe is me.
You found the produce? I cannot thank you enough. I had thought it lost, but now I have other concerns. Rollo and Dodric. Oh, no.
I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
Rollo and Dodric. I'm worried about Rollo. After he and Dodric got back from looking for the brigands, they headed down toward Brandy Hall to speak with Saradoc, Dodric's uncle. They were none too happy and wanted to speak their minds on the job the Bounders are doing. Now it's just possible he ran off with his friend Dodric on some lark. I wonder if you'd do me another favor and go over to Brandy Hall to look for Rollo. Brandy Hall is at the center of Buckland, south of the Buckland Gate. Hopefully Dodric's uncle Saradoc, the master of Brandy Hall, will likely know where those boys have run off to. All right, so that's where we're going to stop this time around. Next time we will head right over yonder, as you see, just above my head, to Brandy Hall. See what's going on, because I think I remember where we're headed after this. And I want to go in there in the daylight, perhaps. So next time it'll be Rollo and Dodric. Once again, all I can say is thank y'all for coming along. I know that these have been some extended periods of time in between episodes like this. I should be able to get a regular Lotro up later today as well, but last 2 weeks have been a little bit busy. December itself is always kind of hectic. There's a lot of work. The hospital is pretty full, and picking up extra shifts and stuff like that. There's overtime to be done and all. And you put on top of it my wife's car wreck 2 weeks ago, and I've been a little distracted. So hopefully things are getting back to normal, and we will be seeing you again, hopefully on a more frequent basis. But once again, no promises. In the meantime, I'm going to think about Yule Fest and whether I'm going to be yelling at some Krampus beast first or go build a snowman first. And we will see you then. Bye-bye.